Hi everyone, this is a quick video to show you how you can access a live session with a teacher or a TA. So you may have in front of you or on your computer a timetable, and on that timetable there will be some slots that you will spend on Teams with a teacher doing some transition activities or some other activities. You may have also or might get a phone call from a teaching assistant asking you to join them for a story on Teams. And either of these two things, this is how you can access either a story or one of those live sessions with a teacher. So when you log on to Teams like this, and if you've been invited to one of those sessions, this is how you find it and how you join it. So your two things could happen. You could either go press these dots in the corner and go to your Outlook, and if you go to your Outlook you'll see that you may have an email, and here it says it's an email from me and it says live session with Mr. Beament. So you can click on that and it'll give you the information, and you can say if you're going to accept it or not. So yes, you're going to accept it, you might say, and then it'll be ready for you. Another way to look at where your sessions might be is when you go back on Teams, and this is probably the quickest way. You go back on Teams, and when it loads, you go to your calendar and look at your week, or look at next week. So you can press left and right here where my cursor is to go back through the weeks. So I'm on Monday today, and I can see that there's been a session created for me here, a live session with Mr. Beament, it says. And when you've got these little crosses, these little dashes down the side, it means it's there, but you haven't said, yes, I'm coming, or no, I'm not. So if you click on it, it'll come up with all the information, and it'll say join the Teams meeting, and it might have some other information here as well to give you some clue about what it might be involved in. And here you can join it as well. And this thing that says RSVP, if you click down, you can say yes, you're going to come. So yes, I'm going to come. Excellent. Go back to my calendar, and now it's changed to a solid colour. No longer got these little lines, which mean you've now accepted it and you're going to be there. If you say no, it will disappear. So you want to say yes, so it's there. Obviously at the moment it's not started, but when it's time to start this session and you're coming up to this one, look, 12 o'clock on the 17th, this is where your reading of calendar skills is going to come in useful. So at 12 o'clock, lunchtime on the 17th, I've got a session with Mr. Beament. So when it comes to that session, you don't need to do anything else. You come straight to your calendar when it's just about to start. Click on here and click on join. And here, this will pop up. And you can decide you want your camera on. If I do this, my camera's off. You see how it disappeared? On. If I do this, little cross goes through my microphone. I don't want that. I want to be on. Okay. If for some reason you have a machine that doesn't have a camera, that's okay. You won't have the options, but we'll still be able to hear you, which is really important. Press join now. It says connecting, and then I'm in it and I'm waiting for the session to start. Obviously, no one's going to join me because the session is not until 2 days away. So when you're ready to leave, you press the hang up button. You can press this one, attendees, which will show you the list of people that are there. So at the moment I'm the only one in, and I obviously am not going to be in at the moment because it's in 2 days time. And there's other things you can do as well, which your teacher might explain to you when you're part of that. Click that again, that disappears, and when more people join, more screens will appear on here, and you'll be able to see all your friends in your group and your teacher, and they'll lead you through the activity. You can, if you want to, at times, or your parents might choose to come along and they can mute you. That means that no one can hear you on the meeting. That might happen. Also, your teacher can do that as well, just in case she needs to mute you. Maybe you've got the dog barking in the background or something. So there'll be an option to mute. When you're ready to leave, press hang up, and your session is over, and it will ping back, and it'll ask you how good your meeting was, and there's a conversation, but it'll ping back to the screen that you've had before. And there it is. That's how you join a Teams session.